An eruption at Grindavík is thought to be imminent as Iceland's Reykjanes peninsula is being hit by hundreds of earthquakes a day. The earthquake swarms, as seismologists call them, began in late October, and bulges in the land have appeared as magma moves up into the Earth's crust. The earthquakes have decreased in frequency in the past couple of days, but the Icelandic Met Office said on Wednesday that the probability of an eruption was still considered high. That's because on the 10th of November a 14.4 kilometers, 9-mile, magma-filled crack unexpectedly and suddenly formed between 2 to 5 kilometers beneath the peninsula, running from southwest to northeast. Its formation occurred alongside a new cluster of earthquakes. The population of Grindavík was evacuated last Friday, and a popular geothermal spa called the Blue Lagoon was closed before the magma-filled crack occurred, and a defensive wall is being built around the Svartsengi geothermal power plant to protect it from potential lava flows. In the event of an eruption, it's thought that a crack would open up on the Earth's surface and magma would be propelled a couple of hundred meters into the sky, forming a fire fountain. The eruption is likely to be effusive, one that creates lava flows, similar to the eruption that occurred on La Palma last year, with lava likely covering an area around the eruption site. Effusive eruptions are generally less dramatic and dangerous than explosive ones, but should not be mistaken as harmless. Some of the gases released may be quite toxic. The greatest potential for damage is in and around Grindavík, where the fissure passes below. There is a risk that the town is destroyed. On a wider scale, a repeat of the chaos caused by the eruption in 2010 is unlikely. That eruption was at the unconnected volcano at Eyjafjallajökull in southern Iceland and involved a sticky type of magma, which tends to trap gas that in turn makes eruptions more explosive. It shot huge amounts of ash into the atmosphere, forcing the cancellation of 100,000 flights and leaving more than 10 million travelers stranded. The panic was largely due to poor understanding of the effects of ash on planes. Regulations were updated in the aftermath, and when the same volcano erupted again in 2011, the disruption to air traffic was significantly reduced. The magma seen in recent eruptions on the Reykjanes peninsula is very fluid, meaning bubbles of gas trapped inside can escape instead of breaking the magma apart to form ash. Iceland has 32 volcanic systems relating to active volcanoes. Before 2021 there had been no volcanic activity on the Reykjanes peninsula for centuries, leading some experts to consider it could even be volcanically extinct. Since 2021, however, there have been eruptions every year. These were foreshadowed by an academic study published in 2020 that found that volcanic activity in the peninsula paused for about 800 years before kicking off again for around a century with scattered eruptions. It is likely that volcanic activity crops up elsewhere on the peninsula. You have been watching Disaster Relay. Like and subscribe for more disaster content.